अस्सलाम वालेकुम डियर स्टूडेंट्स। आज के इस वीडियो लेक्चर के अंदर हम डिस्कस करेंगे यूएचएस एमडीकैट 2024 का जो इलेक्ट्रिक जनरेटर एंड ट्रांसफार्मर इज बेस्ड ऑन द प्रिंसिपल ऑफ। ये दोनों बेटा बेस करते हैं फैराडेज लॉ ऑफ इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक इंडक्शन। सो द करेक्ट आंसर इज बीटा। In AC generator, the EMF is maximum. So this is the important point, key point. The maximum induced EMF can be found using this relation is equal to E naught sin omega t. So this factor sin omega t should be equal to 1. So the beta is the correct answer. The induced current flow in such direction as oppose the cars that produce. It is the statement of. ये स्टेटमेंट बेटा बुक की ही स्टेटमेंट है और इट इज लेंजेस लॉ चैप्टर नंबर 15 में से ये दी गई है। सो द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज हियर। द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट इज इनकरेक्ट। ये जानना यहाँ पे बहुत जरूरी है कि यहाँ पे करेक्ट स्टेटमेंट नहीं पूछी गई बल्कि इनकरेक्ट स्टेटमेंट पूछी गई है अबाउट द मैग्नेटिक फील्ड। सो द फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट इज ट्रू, लाइंस स्टार्ट फ्रॉम नॉर्थ एंड्स एट साउथ। किसी भी मैग्नेट के बाहर लाइंस नॉर्थ से ही स्टार्ट होती हैं और साउथ पे एंड होती है। इट मींस कि अल्फा ऑप्शन इज ट्रू। लाइंस नेवर टच ईच अदर, ये स्टेटमेंट भी ठीक है। लाइंस आर कर्व्ड, ये स्टेटमेंट भी ठीक है। द मैग्नेटिक फील्ड इज स्ट्रॉन्गर वेयर द लाइंस आर फारदेस्ट, दिस स्टेटमेंट इज इनकरेक्ट। लाइन मैग्नेटिक फील्ड इज स्ट्रॉन्गर वेयर द लाइन शुड बी क्लोजर नॉट अ farthest, that's why this statement is incorrect. So the next is the formula phi is equal to B dot A. It represents the magnetic flux, not an electric flux. It is the magnetic flux. So volt multiplied by ampere, it is considered to be power. Power is considered as volt multiplied by current. So it is considered to volt multiplied ampere is equal to power. So this is the correct answer is power. Question 130 is the resistance of semiconductor with rise in temperature. When you rise the temperature of semiconductor, electrons and holes pairs are generated, so the resistance will be decreased. Because of that, more charge carriers will be produced. So the next is when the length of the copper wire is double resistivity. Resistivity is independent to length and area. So that's why resistivity remains same. The Charlie option is the correct option. The magnitude of current in the metals is proportional to potential difference across a as long as the temperature of the conductor kept constant. This is potential is directly proportional to current. This is the statement of Ohm's law at constant temperature. So these are the correct answer of this slide. So the next question is 133. The charge of 90 coulomb passed through a wire in 30 seconds. So the current can be found by Q over T. So Q is 90 over T 30. The correct answer is 3 ampere. So alpha option is the correct answer. Which of following is not, this is very important here to notice that this is which following not a feature of electric force. So the feature of the electric force, they acts on masses. This is not a feature of electric force. मैसेज के ऊपर इलेक्ट्रिक फोर्स एक्ट नहीं करती। फाइंड द पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस इन अ मूविंग चार्ज 2 कूलम विच रिक्वायर्ड 600 जूल ऑफ वर्क between 2 points. So a well known equation is that delta V is equal to W over Q. So here is W is 600 joule over 2 coulomb charge. The answer is 300 volt. So the correct answer is 300 volt. So these are the correct answers of this slide. So the next question is electric intensity between two oppositely charged plates at the middle region. Oppositely charged plates के बीच में electric field intensity हमेशा constant रहती है और वो change नहीं होती. That's why it's a uniform. It's independent to distance. It only depends on the charge density जो कि constant रहती है और epsilon naught permittivity ये दोनों चीजों पर डिपेंड करती है. That's why it's a uniform. SI unit of capacitance of a capacitor. It's a so easy question. That's a farad is an SI unit of the capacitor of a capacitor. Capacitance of a capacitor. Which of the following is non-conservative force? ये चैप्टर नंबर 4 की एक साइड इंफॉर्मेशन में से क्वेश्चन बनाया गया है और इसका आंसर है नॉन कंजर्वेटिव फोर्स इज अ फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स है. all these three forces are conservative forces. So the next question is work done is equal to. Work done is always multiply of force times displacement. That's why here the word is used instead of force is effort. So effort time distance is considered to be work done. When the 1 Newton force displaces an application or displaces its point of application by 1 meter in the direction of force, the work done will be equal. So work done is equal to force time displacement. So 1 Newton force, 1 meter displacement covered. So the work done will be equal to 1 joule. So option A is the correct option. Which of the following is not cause of a stationary waves? स्टेशनरी वेव्स जब प्रोड्यूस होती हैं तो उसके लिए फ्रीक्वेंसी का सेम होना जरूरी है. सो दिस इज नेसेसरी स्टेटमेंट. टू वेव शुड बी सेम स्पीड, ये भी जरूरी है. सो बीटा ऑप्शन इज आल्सो कंपल्सरी. सो ट्रेवलिंग इन ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन इज आल्सो कंपल्सरी स्टेट. नॉट cause of stationary waves, that is the Charlie option is only. When the amplitude of two waves are unequal, then they cannot produce stationary waves. So it's not cause of stationary waves. 141 का आंसर चार्ली हो. Next question is selected the appropriate Doppler equation when the source approaching to stationary observer. When the source approaching to stationary observer, हम ये जानते हैं कि सोर्स की जो चेंजेस होती हैं वो डिविजन्स में होती हैं. जब सोर्स करीब आ रहा हो, सोर्स अप्रोचेस टू स्टेशनरी ऑब्जर्वर, तो जो इक्वेशन बनेगी वो बनेगी v ओवर v माइनस यूएस मल्टीप्लाई बाय फ्रीक्वेंसी ऑफ सोर्स. ये फ्रीक्वेंसी ऑफ ऑब्जर्वर के बराबर होगी. सो द अल्फा ऑप्शन इज द करेक्ट ऑप्शन हियर टू गेट द लार्जर फ्रीक्वेंसी. The distance between two successive particles executing in the same phase of vibration. अगर दो सक्सेसिव पार्टिकल्स हैं यानी करीब करीब पार्टिकल्स हैं, उनका सेम फेज ऑफ वाइब्रेशंस है, तो उनके बीच का डिस्टेंस जो है वो वेवलेंथ के बराबर होगा, जिसको आप कह सकते हैं द डिस्टेंस बिटवीन टू क्रस्ट वो वेवलेंथ के बराबर होता है, क्योंकि दोनों दो सक्सेसिव पार्टिकल्स के बीच का डिस्टेंस है जो सेम फेज ऑफ वाइब्रेशन से मूव कर रहे हैं. ड्यूरिंग आइसोथर्मल प्रोसेस द टेम्परेचर, आइसोथर्मल प्रोसेस के अंदर टेम्परेचर सेम रहेगा, रिमेन सेम थ्रू आउट द प्रोसेस. सो बीटा ऑप्शन इज द करेक्ट ऑप्शन. थ्रू आउट द प्रोसेस टेम्परेचर रिमेन्स सेम. Next question is the value of heat energy Q in adiabatic process. Adiabatic process is a process in which no heat enters or leaves the system. That's why heat becomes zero. So Charlie option is the correct option. Coulomb's law statements, well-known statement, chapter number 12 की पहली statement ये है. Coulomb's law की equation बनती है K Q1 Q2 over R square. So Coulomb's law, force directly proportional to product of charges and inversely proportional to square of distance between them. So the beta option is the correct option. Because of that, all other options have not this statement in which the force said that it is directly proportional to displacement and inversely proportional to square of distance between them. So the next question 147, the formula V is equal to W over Q naught represents the, this is a formula of electric potential at a point due to point charge that we have discussed in that article. So this is the formula of electric potential here. So these are the answers, and this slide is very easier, and it is all these questions are from your book. So the next question is the full wave. In the full wave rectification is given. फुल वेव रेक्टिफिकेशन के अंदर अगर ब्रिज टाइप रेक्टिफायर है तो 4 डायोड्स लगे होंगे. 4 डायोड्स कनेक्टेड इन ब्रिज टाइप रेक्टिफायर. 4 डायोड्स जो है उसमें काम कर रहे होते हैं. अगर इसी क्वेश्चन में होता कि एक साइकिल में कितने डायोड कंडक्ट करेंगे तो फिर उसका आंसर होना था 2 डायोड्स जो है वो कंडक्ट करेंगे. अ डायोड कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स कर्व्स इज प्लॉटेड बिटवीन. डायोड की जो कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स कर्व है ये भी आपकी बुक की ही डायरेक्ट इंफॉर्मेशन है. It is draw between voltage and current, that is for forward bias here. So it is between voltage and current. So value of the Planck's constant is very easy question. 6.63 times 10 raised to power minus 34 joule second. Joule second is the unit of Planck's constant, and one of the major knowledge is about that. It is a similar unit to the angular momentum. So the next question is de Broglie wavelength associated with the particle of the velocity 10 to the power minus 10 to the power 6 meter per second, and mass is 10 raised to the power minus 30 kg. So de Broglie wavelength is associated with the momentum of the particle, that is written as P, written as equal to h over mv. So h is 6.63 times 10 raised to the power minus 34 divided by mass is 10 raised to the power minus 30 times 10 raised to the power 6. So when you solve it, the answer is 6.63 times 10 raised to the power minus 34, and this is plus 30 and minus 6. The answer becomes 10 raised to the power minus 10. So the alpha option is the correct option. Light propagates throughout the space in the wave, evidence of the following except. So here is evidence of the wave nature of the light. So all these are interference, diffraction and polarization are the evidence of the wave nature, but photoelectric effect is an evidence of the particle nature of the light. So that's why beta option is here. Which series fall in ultraviolet region? Ultraviolet regions fall in Lyman series. So Lyman series is here existed. The potential through which electron should accelerate so that collide it can lift electron in an atom from ground state to some higher energy state. For example, this is an atom that have a nucleus, and this is the first orbit, and this is the second orbit and the third orbit. For example, an electron exists in first orbit and it goes to the third orbit from ground state to higher energy state. The potential that transfer it, it's called the excitation potential. This is also a book line from the topic of ionization energy in the last paragraph. Which of the following regarding X-rays is incorrect? This is an incorrect statement is what? The first statement is have higher wavelength than visible light. It's a wrong statement. X-rays have the lower wavelength than visible light. This is a wrong or incorrect statement. They are part of the electromagnetic spectrum. This is a correct statement, but we have mentioned to incorrect statement only. They have high penetrating soft body tissues. This is also a correct statement. They are high energy photon. This is also correct statement. So only the first statement is incorrect statement. The unit of decay constant is what? So decay constant unit is named as lambda is equal to 0.693 over half-life time. This is an equation of decay constant, and decay constant inversely proportional to time. So that's the per second is its the correct answer. 159. If n naught is the number of any radioactive elements after n half-life, the number of atoms behind. So after n half-life, the remaining atoms is considered to be 1 over 2 raised to power n into n naught. This is a formula of the book in topic of half-life. Which of the following is not somatic effect of biological effect of radiations? There are two types of biological effects, high level and low level radiations effects. So somatic effect is the high level radiation effects. So that's why loss of hair is not a somatic effect is considered. And artificial radioactive elements can be made by bombardment of. Artificial radioactivity जो है वो की जाती है, जैसे रदरफोर्ड के एक्सपेरिमेंट्स हैं उसमें हाई एनर्जी पार्टिकल्स को स्टेबल एलिमेंट्स के ऊपर फेंका जाता है. सो हाई एनर्जी पार्टिकल्स ऑन स्टेबल एलिमेंट्स जो है इनकी वजह से ये काम जो है वो पॉसिबल होता है. So the next question is in transverse wave the portion above the mean level. So transverse wave is the wave in which wave traveling like this. So the upper portion of the wave is considered to be wave crust. In elastic collision, the total kinetic energy is. Elastic collision is the collision in which total kinetic energy, momentum and total energy all remain constant. So before and after collision remain constant. So the delta option is the correct option. The instantaneous velocity along the curved path when a body is moving in a circle so its velocity along the tangent. So this is the instantaneous velocity that at each point along the tangent, that is considered to be along the tangent. So this is the correct answer, along the tangent. So the next question is here, the range of the particles becomes maximum if the factor sine of 2 theta. So the relation of the range is equal to vi square over g sine 2 theta. And one thing is, remember, whenever a term depends on sine theta and cos theta, and that we have to make it maximum, so the sine theta and cos theta should be equal to 1. So the sine 2 theta should be equal to 1 for the maximum range. So the correct answer is beta. Two-dimensional motion under constant acceleration of due to gravity, so it's called the projectile motion. So it's a straightforward definition of the book. An electric motor used to lift a weight of 2 Newton to the vertical distance of 100 centimeter. 100 centimeter can be made as 1 meter in 4 seconds. So the power output of power is defined as mgh over t. So mg is the weight force, that is equal to 2 Newton times the height is 1 meter. So divided by time is 4 seconds. So 2 2s are 4. 1 over 2 is considered to be 0.5 watt. So this is the correct answer, 0.5 watt. So the next question is that centripetal acceleration of an object along a circular path of radius r with angular velocity omega of the formula. This is the book relation, a is equal to r square omega. So the Charlie option is the correct option. Here is alpha option is the correct answer. A is equal to r omega square. So centripetal acceleration can be written as v square over r or considered as r omega square. So r omega square is alpha option. An aircraft make a turn in horizontal circle with a radius 100 meter traveling with the velocity of 250 meter per second. The angular velocity is, so well known relation, v is equal to r omega and omega is equal to v over r. So the velocity is 250 over 100. The correct answer is 2.5 radian per second according to this relation. A particle of mass m is moving along a circular path of radius r and velocity v. The centripetal force is F. So the relation of centripetal force is Fc is equal to mv square over r. So centripetal force directly proportional to square of velocity and inversely proportional to radius. If the velocity of the particle increase 2 times, if it increase 2 times, the square of it becomes 4 times of the force. But radius is increased by factor 4. So radius is inversely proportional. When it is increased, the force is reduced by factor 4. So this 4 cancel each other. The force remain constant. So F prime is equal to F. So the correct answer is delta. Delta answer is the correct answer. So the next question is here. A roller coaster is moving with 30 meter per second in a circular path of radius 30 meter. The new mass of the coaster and passengers is m. The centripetal force. Again the formula is mv square over r. So m is remains here. 30 square over 30. So 130 cancel with this one. So 30 m is the correct answer of the force. Amplitude of the following figure. So here figure is missing here. I draw it. The figure is shown like this. The amplitude is the maximum peak. और क्वेश्चन पेपर में वो मुझे नजर नहीं आई. आई थिंक सो इट वाज द 1. So the value that is here written as is considered to be amplitude. So the amplitude is 1 meter. ये मेरी असेसमेंट है. आप क्वेश्चन पेपर के अंदर जो है वो आपको एक्यूरेट वैल्यू जो है वो नजर आ रही होगी, कितनी थी उतने ही आपके पास जो है उसका एम्पलीट्यूड जो यहाँ पे शो हो रहा था वो एम्पलीट्यूड था. Which of the following is incorrect? Again the incorrect statement is asked about the nodes when the string is plucked. When the string is plucked, incorrect statement ढूंढिए. Amplitude of vibration is 0. Node amplitude vibration 0 होती है. ये ठीक स्टेटमेंट है लेकिन उसने incorrect पूछी. Do not move along the string. ये भी ठीक है. Nodes move नहीं करते along the string. So produce at a fixed ends string. ये भी ठीक है. जब strings खींची जाएगी तो उसके किनारों पे वो चूंकि बांधी होती है वहां पे नोड्स बनेंगे. डिस्टेंस बिटवीन कंसेक्टिव एंटी नोड इज 1 वेवलेंथ. ये गलत स्टेटमेंट है. दो नोड्स के बीच का डिस्टेंस जो है वो हाफ वेवलेंथ होता है. वो 1 वेवलेंथ नहीं होता. सो इनकरेक्ट स्टेटमेंट इज द लास्ट स्टेटमेंट हियर. So these are the answers of the slides. The next question is the in velocity time graph area under the graph is equal to. So when you take the velocity time graph, this is velocity time graph. When you take the area, so x-axis parameter multiplied with y-axis, so it's equal to distance covered. So distance covered by an object is a correct answer. Question number 175. According to Newton law of motion, the mass of an object is quantitative measurements of inertia. So न्यूटन का फर्स्ट लॉ भी यही है कि क्वांटिटेटिव मेजरमेंट्स ऑफ इनर्शिया जो है वो हमें किससे मिलता है, न्यूटन के लॉ से. 1 किलोवाट आवर इज इक्वल टू, सो 1 किलोवाट आवर इज इक्वल टू 3.6 मेगा जूल. ये बुक चैप्टर नंबर 4 के अंदर एनर्जी वाले टॉपिक से पहले जो है इसका प्रूव किया गया है कि 1 किलोवाट आवर 3.6 मेगा जूल के बराबर होता है. उम्मीद है कि बेटा आपको ये काफ़ी ज़्यादा इंफॉर्मेटिव लगा होगा और आप अपने आंसर्स को वेरीफाई भी कर सकते हैं और उसकी लॉजिक भी आपके सामने. थैंक यू वेरी मच.